Hello and how are you? My name is Winnie Barawa. Welcome to this session on mitosis versus meiosis. So in this session, we are going to compare the similarities and also the differences between mitosis and meiosis. From our series of this process, you've seen mitosis, how it happens, and how meiosis also occurs. If you've not watched those videos, I advise you to go through our videos that is in the playlist of anatomy and physiology and be able to explore more on these particular topics. So let's delve in and proceed. So we have meiosis and then we have mitosis. And in these two cell division processes, one is commonly known for producing two diploid daughter cells, and that is the mitosis process, while in meiosis we produce four haploid daughter cells. That is, these are daughter cells that have the number of chromosomes as the parent cells. While in the diploid daughter cell, this is the case whereby the daughter cells have similar chromosomal number as the parent cells. So in the mitosis, this is how it happens in summary, and in the meiosis, this is a two-stage process that will produce for us the haploid daughter cells, where we undergo meiosis 1 and we undergo meiosis 2 till we produce the haploid daughter cells. So in the beginning, the cells, they all begin with chromosomal number of 46 chromosomes in the cell. And this cell will go through division either by mitosis or by meiosis. And in the mitosis, the daughter cell will produce the same diploid number just like the parent cell. So we shall have the parent cell starting with 46 and the daughter cell will have also 46. However, in the diploid cell, in the meiosis process, the parent cell that goes through division will start all the way from the 46 chromosomes, but it will go through two stages of meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, and we shall have a daughter cell with haploid number of chromosomes, and this is half of the parent cell. So begin with 46, while the daughter cell will produce for us 23 chromosomes in the human genomes. So here are similarities that indicates for us between the meiosis processes and the mitosis processes. So by similarity, most of these, they go through the stages of prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase, including cytokinosis. So both of these processes go through same stages. The only difference is the meiosis goes through meiosis 1 and it goes through meiosis 2, but the stages are maintained. There's a prophase, there's a metaphase, there's an anaphase, there's a telophase, and there's a cytokinesis. So let's read through the similarities here. So in the similarities, we are told the DNA synthesis occurs prior to this cell division, and this DNA synthesis occurs during the interphase. So that's one of the main similarities in these two cell division. The DNA synthesis has to occur, that is DNA replication, before we go through the cell division process. Then the second similarity is in any given organism, the parent cells have the same chromosomal number, okay? So before the cell division or before the meiosis begins or the mitosis begins, in both of these two processes, the parent cell have the same chromosome number, and that is 46 chromosomes. And then similar characteristic 3 is that in these processes, the division process stages are divided into the same stages. They all have prophase stage, they have metaphase stage, anaphase stage, and telophase stage. And this includes cytokinesis. And finally, another similarity number 4 is that in these two stages, one parent cell undergoes cell division in order for them to produce multiple daughter cells. I want you to note the key thing here is multiple daughter cell, that both of them will go through the cell division processes to produce multiple daughter cells. The only difference is the case of haploids and diploid, which we will see in the differences. So in summary, similarity means first, DNA synthesis or DNA replication has to occur in the interphase stage before the cell division takes place. And in each of all these organisms, the parent cell begins with the same chromosomal number. Thirdly, they all go through the same stages of cell division, while last, the parent cell goes through several stages of cell division to produce multiple daughter cells. So by similarity, this is what we can summarize them on, that the cells begin with the diploid cells, that is 46 chromosomes. So they both begin with diploid cells of 46 chromosomes. Then the other similarity is both mitosis and meiosis, they take place in the cell nucleus, which are observable under a microscope. And both mitosis and meiosis, they involve cell division or several stages of cell divisions to produce the multiple daughter cells. And both processes occur in the M phase of the cell life cycle. So just to remind us, the cell life cycle had several phases. We had the mitotic phase and the interphase phase. And in the mitosis phase is where the cell division processes happen. And in both cycles, we have typical stages of prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase. And in this of both cycles, synthesis of DNA has to take place. And this is where we are saying before the cell divisions occur, DNA replication in both of them has to take place. And in this part, we'll now explore the differences between mitosis and meiosis. So the differences, we can look at several parts, including the cells that are more affected. So in the differences, in mitosis, the process happens in body cells or somatic cells, while in meiosis, the cell division produces gametes. So here we produce the somatic body cells, while here we produce the gametes. In the mitosis occurs in the asexual reproduction, while here we takes place in what we call sexual reproduction. That is, targets areas where there is fertilization and cells that are potential for reproduction and fertilization. The mitosis is a single-step cell division, while the meiosis is a two-cell division stage, meaning meiosis goes through meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. The meiosis is referred to as a cell duplication process. And with cell duplication process means it increases the number, while in the meiosis, it's treated as a cell reduction process, whereby we reduce the number of daughter cells. So the daughter cells here with reduction, we are referring to the chromosome numbers. So when you do meiosis, we shall produce less number of chromosomes in the daughter cells compared to the mitosis, where we're just duplicating the same number. We're not increasing, we're just duplicating. So if the parent is 46 chromosomes, the daughter cell will also have 46 chromosomes. It's a duplication. But in meiosis, we have reduction, where if the parent cell is 46, the daughter cell will give us 23. In mitosis, it leads to growth and repair of structures, while in meiosis, the process leads to genetic diversification. The other difference is during the prophase stages in mitosis, the sister chromatids, they condense and appear as identical. While in meiosis, in the prophase stage, the homologous chromosomes are the ones that will form a tetrad or a bivalent structure, while crossing over will also occur at the chiasmata area. In the anaphase stage of our mitosis, the sister chromatids here are where they separate, But in the anaphase 1 stage of meiosis, the sister chromatids are normally intact. And what divides in this phase are the homologous chromosomes. In the mitosis, cytokinesis occurs in the telophase stages, while in meiosis, cytokinesis occurs in telophase 1 and telophase 2 stages. And mitosis produces diploid number of daughter cells, while in meiosis we produce haploid daughter cells. And lastly, mitosis was discovered by Walter Fleming, while meiosis was discovered by Oscar Hartwig. So those are the key differences that you can look at. The types of cells, the types of reproduction, the steps in division, the functionality of it, how the process itself happens, and the last parts of the production. Is it diploid cells or are they haploid cells? And who discovered the two processes? And that summarizes our similarities and the differences between mitosis and meiosis processes. Kindly don't forget to subscribe, give it a like for this video, give us a comment also, and remember to copy this link and share in your platforms, not only with your communities or with your classmates or people that you believe might be helped by these videos. Thank you and see you again in our next lessons.